Hey there guys, my name is Marcus, and in this video I will show step by step how you can easily build a really effective workflow for your project, if you're at school, if you're your own business, or if you're an employee, or if it's something like your person that you want to create a workflow of how you're spending your day. So let's just start and let me give you some advice here. For me, it needs to be effective and simple. You can get lost in it. This is not that great if you get lost in your own project. So let me just tell you what you can do here and how to start. So the first thing, when you're gonna enter monday.com, you can have your own workspace. You can of course like add a workspace, but then you can add and you would add a new board. Or we can go straight away from the board, or you can choose from template. These are the two options that you can do. So I'm going with like new template, and let's say I'm going for project management. Here I'm going to say, let's say you get agile, project management, agile roadmap, and sprint planning boards. Or let's say you're gonna have like single project. This is another thing that you can have. So let's say I'm going to click single project, and I'm going to show you how you can build your workflow with that. Use template. Let's just wait now until it's going to load, and we can start creating together. And here we are. So as you can see, what we can find here and how it actually works. First thing first, you're gonna have your own planning, the execution, the launch. Here you're gonna have like a table of the owner of your tasks, the status, the timeline, duration dependent on, planned effort span, completion date, completion status. You can edit. I'm going to show you how you can edit all of these and how you can manage it and create your own project. Then you can have like task assigned to, and you can add multiple views here. You can even add a Kanban view. So let's say you're gonna have a Kanban, and you want to here add working on it, done, stuck, future steps, empty, on hold. So let's say I'm going to add a task here on Kanban, and I'm going to add a YouTube video. I can simply click here and move it in our Kanban view. So that's pretty much it, how it works. And you can use templates if you are more experienced, or if you want to not create everything by yourself. So that's the first way what you can do. Or you can simply click add, and let's say I'm going to create a new board. And let's say I'm going to manage items here and tasks. And I'm going to show you how we can like edit a board. So let's say I have a board, and this board is going to be called YouTube channel. This is going to be, let's say, like the YouTube ideas and YouTube videos. I can simply have the item here that I could rename as, let's say, this is going to be about yoga video. And then I would have a person here, which is me. Then I would have a status, which I can add. So let's say this is going to be working on it. Then I would add a column. So we have an option to, let's say I'm going to add column like budget or expenses. Like you can have a number here. So I'm going to have item ID, locations, numbers, and I can have expenses. Or then I can also have a time tracking. So how much time I actually spent on a specific task. So I can have a YouTube video, and I can have, let's say, working on it. I can add a session manually, and I can start at 1 hour already. See? So here I got it. That's how simple it is. And now I added 1 hour of my time tracking for the YouTube channel. So now you can add multiple columns in your YouTube channel, and what you can do there. So that's how you can achieve it. Then you can add, let's say, files, formulas. And the YouTube videos, I can have an item. So let's say this item is going to be, okay, we have the yoga video. Now I'm going to add yoga video execution. Here I can open it, and let's say wait a second. Add the sub items. So I can add a sub item as YouTube thumbnail. Then I can add also a YouTube description. And have subtasks. And you can simply, like, let's say this would be done. And then if it's going to be done, I can archive it. So this is how you pretty much you can build a really effective workflow with what you actually need with the columns. Now when I would click again add a view, I can simply, let's say I'm going to have a Kanban here, or this is a Gantt, but let's say I'm going to have a Kanban. And here, look at this. Here I have working on it, stuck, done. And let's say I'm going to have like those settings, add the columns. I can create a new column. So status 1. And you can create new columns easily here. And you would have like the cover. And I can simply click here, and I see the status here. I can edit the labels. So I can have work on it, done, stuck, and I can get later, right? So I would go back to Kanban. Kanban column, it's going to be status. And as you can see, we got already later here. And I can simply click here, add a task. So I would add a task which is going to be called a new YouTube video yoga for experienced. And look at this. Here I got it, YouTube video yoga for experience. And let's say this is going to be later. Now when I would go for the main table, what I'm going to add in a Kanban, I can also see in the tasks here. So if I'm going to Kanban and I'm going to assign it to myself, I can even click on my task. I can change the date here. I can add expenses, right? But in the moment when I go to main type table, I can see everything here. So this is how you can also use Kanban if you want to have it even more effective. And you can have like plenty of views here. So you can add a view again. You can click more views and find. So let's say you would be using workload, you would be using map, you would be using charts. Then also files or many other tools here. So like the option what you can actually achieve with monday.com and how we can work with it, it's completely up to you, right? So that's how we do it. Then if you want to have the financials, you can use a chart here. So I would click plus here and I can simply use a chart. And then I can click on the chart here. And use like the axis here, the status, right? And really play around it as much as I want. So this is how you can also create a chart for monday.com. Now, when you have the chart, you can edit that, you can add multiple widgets. And another thing that I want to show you what you can do is to create a dashboard. This is a new thing here. And you can have combinations. So let's say you would have a chart. Then I would also add a widget of battery. And then I would also add a widget of numbers. So I would have like settings here. and you need to, of course, edit it. Which columns to include. So if you're gonna have like multiple columns for numbers, you can find it all here. So that's pretty much it how we do it, and this is how we can work with it. If you're gonna have any questions, guys, ask me down in comments. I'm really happy to help you and provide some guidance and feedback. Now, creating workspace is pretty simple. Monday.com, that's like up to you what you want to build and how you want to build it. And yeah, thank you very much, guys, for watching, and have a great day, and goodbye. See ya.